We got places to go, things to do.
The GOAT, N.W.A. Artist Supreme, Isaac. But, you know.
Oh, shit. I like that one. I'm happy with that one.
Nobody played Crisis Core.
I did. I love Crisis Core.
Oh, you and the 12 people that owned the PSP.
There was more people who owned the PSP. Crisis Core was
I had
so
a PSP.
great.
Oh,
I had a
God.
PSP. Crisis Core was so great. Anyway, welcome everybody to N.W.A, the Nerds with Attitude. Today we will be talking about basically video games, where our meat and potatoes of the main topic is our top 5 favorite video games of all time.
Nobody played Lightning Returns.
You will be surprised with our boy Noah's picks. But right now we're going over this NHK's All Final Fantasy poll, like where they rank the top 30 Final Fantasy games. You're right though. I didn't even finish 13. Why is
13 was good.
Why is Lightning Return over Final Fantasy 13-2? I thought 13-2. I heard 13-2 was better than Lightning Return.
I don't know. I don't play sequel to Final Fantasy games. I play the main story and go on to the next one.
Man, you missing out on X2 though.
I'm good, dog.
It's the best, man.
What is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles? What are these games?
It's you never heard of Crystal Chronicles?
I'm googling it now. Oh, that's the GameCube one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I forgot about that one existed.
It's kind of in the tactic universe.
Oh, I guess.
Man.
They had Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Ring of Fates. They had a sequel?
Yeah, they did. It was a popular game. They got a couple of those.
Really?
Yes. The Crystal Chronicles and Tactics, they are very popular. They have a cult following of the side or the spin-offs of Final Fantasy. From the main games, they have a big following.
Echoes of Time. I mean, I guess. Let me see.
Have you played all 30 of these games?
Nope.
What about you?
No.
I didn't even know Final Fantasy had over 30 games. I thought we was on 15 games.
There are 15 main games, yes. But if you count sequels and all that, there's maybe 18, 19.
Where's Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus, where Vincent's game at?
That's a spin-off. That's not a main.
It's still a Final Fantasy game.
It is a Final Fantasy game, but yeah, that game was trash. Everybody knows it. That's why it's not on this list.
I liked that game.
Oh well.
Full Cerberus.
You and the other 7 people who liked it.
Hey, get your own jokes here.
But yeah,
I was never really that big on Final Fantasy. 15 was my first one.
15 was your first one?
15 was my first one.
Oh my god, dog!
Yeah, I got into this. You want to
borrow my PlayStation? You want me to put my stuff on your PlayStation? Cause I got 8, 7, and 9 on the digital store. I got all of them. I didn't play them. I even got them physical copies. You need a PlayStation? I got them too.
What the hell is Final Fantasy Adventures? What is that? Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
What the oh my god. All these Final Fantasy games. Nobody played these games. I don't care what nobody said.
You want 10? I got 10, 2, and 10. You should play 10, 2. That should be your next Final Fantasy. You should play 10, 2. I mean, it's the number 1. It's in the top 5. You got Final Fantasy 10 as number 1. Final Fantasy 7 as number 2.
I disagree with this, but okay.
Final Fantasy 6 as 3. Final Fantasy 9 as 4. And Final Fantasy 15 for some odd reason.
Is that number 5?
No, Final Fantasy 14. That's 14. That's 5.
Oh, I never played the online ones.
The online one is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I played it. I'm not gonna lie, I played all 30 of these before. Now I didn't beat all 30 of them, no, but I played all 30 of them.
Yo, get a life, dog. Like
I played all 30 of them. Now of the main titles, I beat all of them except for 13 is where I fell off in Final. I got all the way up to when you get Hope Summon in 13, never touched the game again. Didn't play any of the 2 sequels. Didn't play 15 because I didn't care for the boy band.
I loved it.
I didn't play 11, and that was it. Everything else of the main titles I played and beat from 1 to 12.
What's the Final Fantasy games that didn't make the list?
Well, you can Google that.
I know. I'm doing it now. What you think I'm doing, dog?
The other 50.
there's at least like, I want to say there's about 50, maybe 40 Final Fantasy games.
Definitely said 50 as a joke.
No, I want to say, if you count the side games too.
That is outrageous.
But the top 5 characters was Cloud, Yuna, Aerith, Vivi, and Zidane.
That's the top 5 characters. Who is this one?
It's just at the bottom of it was just at the bottom of the list of the games. You see the top 5: Cloud, Yuna, Aerith, Vivi. People love Vivi. You just don't know. People love Vivi.
Is Vivi
he's
Vivi the black dude?
No.
Yeah, okay. The wizard.
Yeah,
he's black.
He's not
black. What is he?
I don't know what he is, but he's not. He's like a doll or something like that.
But he's black.
But he's like Mr. Popo black. Are we claiming Mr. Popo?
Yeah, we got no choice. He's the leader of the blacks. I don't see no list of the favorite characters.
It's not. They just add them after the 30. Like there's this little paragraph. The final results for favorite characters, boss summons.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah.
The poll featured 57 Final Fantasy games, roughly 3,300 characters, 4,400 boss summons, 2,900 songs to choose from.
I don't even know who this is.
Good lord.
It was 57 Final Fantasy.
Oh, the main character from 9. That's his name? Zidane?
Yeah, Zidane. Yeah, nobody cares. I didn't
so
know
let me get
how
straight.
he even made it.
Let me get this straight. Yuna is number 2?
Yeah, Yuna's number 2.
Aerith is number 3?
Oh my god, I hate Aerith so much.
Really? What did she do?
I hate Aerith.
Why is that people's favorite? How is she top 3?
Because she dies, that's why. Spoiler alert, she dies. Death.
Dang.
I haven't even played all of 7, but I know she dies.
Okay.
She dies
I've seen that memed 1,000 times.
She dies at the end of disc 1.
She does more than die. She gets impaled.
She becomes an Aerith kebab.
Dog, she gets goddamn penetrated. Yeah, let's go with that word.
Oh wow, this nigga. All right,
she gets
moving into Final Fantasy. For why are we even doing this one? We are talking about the demo just dropped yesterday, basically. Who all played the Final Fantasy VII remake demo?
I have
This man said penetrated.
I mean, the way Sephiroth descends from the heavens.
Oh man.
But
all right, let's be serious.
Yeah, who all played the demo?
I didn't play that
shit. I did.
All right, I know I played it too. So Isaac, your thoughts on the demo?
Well, since I didn't play the original, and this is like, well, this is not really my first introduction to this one because I've seen the other one played, but I like the more action gamey vibe to it more than turn based because I'm just an action game player in the first place. But plus, this game is honestly too beautiful. It's kind of throwing me off. Games aren't supposed to look nice. They don't do this.
They've been working on it for 20 years.
And this is Square Enix. Square Enix is working on the Avengers. Why does the Avengers not look like this?
The Square Enix is part of helping out with.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So, but I know they're gonna polish it some more before Avengers come out. But we were getting off top. The demo though.
Yep.
What your quick thoughts on the demo?
It's super fun. Those are my quick thoughts. I don't know what else I can say.
do you recommend people play the demo or wait until what is it, April 13th? That's when the game come out?
April 10th, I think.
10? Okay. Or you should wait until April.
If anybody is interested in playing this, yeah, play the demo. That way you can actually know if you want to get this game or not. If you don't like it, you'll be thankful that you played the demo and didn't waste your money on pre-order. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but
all right. I haven't pre-ordered either. I probably still ain't gonna pre-order it, but I am gonna get that Tifa theme though. I'm about to go out and buy me some chocolate tomorrow.
Oh yeah. It is a chocolate thing, isn't it? That's weird.
You gotta. It's like Butterfinger. It's either Butterfinger, Crunch Bar, or Baby Ruth. One of the three. And then you gotta keep your receipt, put it in, punch it in on the site, and then they give you the code where you can get the thing.
Is that like an in-game joke that I don't know about? Does she love Butterfingers, or is that just a weird thing?
No, it's just a weird thing. I think it's just a if memory, it's been a minute since Final Fantasy 7 itself, but I'm 100% sure there's no chocolate thing. But it's just a promotion. It's just a promoted how to promote the game, basically. That's all it is. Because you get the theme, and then you also get an in-game item as well when the game comes out. You get some kind of DLC thing. I don't know if it's material or weapon or armor or something, but you get something else besides the thing. But I might.
What did you think?
I know. Well, again, I'm in that minority camp where I'm still not very excited for the game, even with this demo and everything, because my whole thing is, it's kind of how when Noah had brought up the Dragon Ball Kakarot game. Why would you play this game when you already know the story? Kakarot is fun, but they could have did something different. My gripes about Kakarot are the battle system in general, but not the story. But they could have did it something different, made it a different drama.
Yeah.
Like for now, Final Fantasy, I know the story. There are some things that they did change, like for instance, for someone who haven't played the game. For instance, when the reactor blows up, Shinra wasn't the one that destroyed the reactor and all that junk. The bomb actually blows up the thing. It actually blows up. I don't remember you didn't have a choice on the timer. It was 20 minutes every single time. They gave you 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm assuming the 30 minutes was for a different type of ending, but it was always 20 minutes for the to escape.
Right.
The story elements, like I feel like they're trying to set me up because I already know because Jessie is best girl. She must be protected at all costs. But I already know she about to die, and then Wedge, and Biggs, they also die. Which, fun fact, there are always characters named Wedge and Biggs in the game, in a Final Fantasy game. Also Sid. They're in every single Final Fantasy. Every single.
Oh yeah, you there? Because I 15 is my first one, and there's definitely a Sid, a Biggs, and a Wedge in that.
Yeah. But I mean my biggest gripe about the game, I guess, is the combat. It feels like Kingdom Hearts. Like, I put it on classic mode and it still doesn't feel like classic mode. It doesn't feel like the turn-based thing. And it feels like Kingdom Hearts, which nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. I know it's like combination between Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 15's battle system. That's how it feels like. But I want the turn base. I'm the old school guy. Like, I want to play the turn base. I like the up. I feel you on the how beautiful the game is and all that. And it should be action thing, but I wanted the turn base. I like the upgraded graphics and everything, but I like turn base, and because you don't have the turn base, that was one of the things that turns me off to the game completely. Then my second thing is they are changing parts of the story just to change the story. In my opinion, I feel like I was like, man, if you calling this a remake, it should just be a remake, just updated graphics. But at the same time, I get why they did it, because like there are some NPC characters that are like, for instance, Jesse, Wedge and Biggs. They are a little bit more prominent in this run of the game than they were in the original. Especially Jesse. They're making it seem like Jesse is going to be a very important NPC character in this first game that's going to come out. The other thing that makes me weary is how long are y'all going to have to wait? Like, let's say I get which we are going to have to get the game, because it's one of those games we're going to have to do a review on.
Of course.
So I'm gonna pre-order it anyway. But what happens when I beat the game? I put time into it and everything, and it actually turns me around and lets me play. And how long we're gonna wait for the second part of this to come out? Because I'm already expecting this game ends when we leave Midgar, because in the original game, you're in Midgar for maybe the first 6 to 8 hours of the game. And this first game, people are saying that it's about 40 to 60 plus hours of game, because Midgar is actually expanded and we'll be able to go to different sectors this time around.
40 to 60 hours?
Yeah, that's what people were saying. This is a 40 to 60 hour game. And granted, it's an RPG. Which almost feels like a hack and slash. In classic mode, it felt like almost like a hack and slash. But overall, I'm still on the fence about the game itself, because you fooled me once with Kingdom Hearts 3, and that was disappointing. And I just feel as long as they've been making this game, they even pushed back the release date to polish it more. I just don't want a lot of people to be disappointed in this game, because this is one of those hype games for the year. It was one of the hype games to look forward to game of the year.
Yeah, this game is important to a lot of people.
It is?
Oh yeah, there is a lot.
From what I can tell, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people who are hyped for this game.
I guess.
You gotta also remember, this game, Final Fantasy VII was one of the games that made Final Fantasy blow up over here in the West. Because it was like the first Final Fantasy that had the 3D sprites. It wasn't the 3D, it had cutscenes and all that stuff. And then I get why 10 is so popular, because Final Fantasy 10 was the first one that was on PlayStation 2 or 3.
I guess, man.
And it was the first one with the voice acting and all that, and high definition graphics and all that stuff. That's why those two are so high up, and then that's why Final Fantasy VII was so desperately asked for a remake. Everybody wanted a remake since the modern day Final Fantasies that came out.
Man,
But like, I get your bias because 8 is your favorite.
it's not even that. It's like, do people remember playing 7?
Yeah, people
Do people remember the really bad parts of 7? I'm not saying 7 is a bad game. I'm just saying, I don't see why people love it so much. Some of the bad parts was really bad. Like, some of the parts make you want to turn the game off. Nobody remembers that part?
What was the bad part?
The bad part when Cloud was going through his phases and you had to play with everybody else and do side missions.
When Cloud basically lost his mind.
Yeah, we had to sit through that bullshit.
When you find out that he's a clone.
Yeah, I can kill.
Find out he's a clone.
That shit was whack.
8 wasn't any better.
I ain't say 8 didn't have its bad parts either. We had to sit through that whole Cloud losing his mind thing.
Great. I mean, it's not my favorite thing of Final Fantasy VII, but
and then some of the boss fights. Really?
Name a boss fight.
That sucked. It was stupid.
Yeah, name a boss fight.
Was the boss fight with the robot, and then it would pick you up, and you would just lose your party member because you're just twirling around in the air.
Yeah, that's a great mechanic. He does the same thing with you do the same thing with Ruby weapon. One of the three weapons.
I'm good, dog.
Because you could lose a party member and gets that fight. That was a great fight mechanic of RPG mechanic.
I don't know how that makes sense. Because why couldn't we just use our materia?
What do you mean you couldn't use your character was basically out the fight when he was rotating in there. You couldn't use your character. It was basically like they were binded that.
It was whack.
I guess. I don't. Have you played Final Fantasy recently? Final Fantasy 7?
Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah. Have you played 7 in a minute?
Nope.
Have you played 8 when it came out?
Yeah,
I know 8 is your favorite.
It is.
I know 8 is. Why is 8, in your opinion, better or your favorite over 7? Why
over 7?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because you feel so strongly about this 7 getting a remake and everything. 7 making wait. 7 is a very important Final Fantasy game.
So? This thing, I don't believe in remakes. I don't believe in when Disney do their remakes. I don't care for them. When video games do their little remakes, I don't care for them. We could have got a brand new Final Fantasy game, but we had to waste our time on some remake. I don't care. They told this story like 20 times already. Now they're gonna tell it again. They're just gonna change some stuff. I'm good.
I only told the story once. One game.
Then they want to keep pushing 7 on us. You know why they were getting a remake? Because they ran out of ideas on how they're gonna give us more Final Fantasy 7 without giving us a remake. They gave us the side games. They gave us the side anime. Then they gave us the movie Average Children. When Sephiroth came back to life, I'm good. I'm good. They 7'd me out, dog. I'm good.
They 7'd me out.
I guess.
I'd rather them have a remake of Final Fantasy 1 or 2, the ones that,
7 is going. I feel like if this remake goes off with a hitch, they're probably going to go down and do the other titles. At least
they're
not.
They're not.
Popular. I feel like they're going to pull a Disney and do a remake for the rest of the game.
And I'd rather just have a new Final Fantasy game. They could have used this time to make Final Fantasy 17, to place the new generation. 16, my bad, whatever. We're not on 6. I thought they did 16. They didn't do 16?
No, 15 was the recent one.
Whatever. They could have used this time to make Final Fantasy 16 for the next generation of consoles. But no, I have to sit here and watch everybody go googly eyes on some game we played already. Like, I'm good. All these
a lot of people you have living proof here with Isaac. A lot of people 7.
Isaac lived under a rock. Okay, that's his fault.
I do not, you asshole.
I don't want people.
How
to think,
dare you?
I don't want these game companies to think they're gonna see Final Fantasy VII remake get this big success, and now they're gonna remake all these old games. I don't want to replay all these old games. I'd rather just have new games. I don't like no type of remake.
I mean, sometimes a remake is warranted.
I don't care. When is it warrant?
Resident Evil 2.
Yo, that. I mean, if you just want to go video game, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of games that recently that come out that people wanted to do more stuff.
And then they're changing some parts of the story.
Yeah, they are.
And then they don't even care about the old school of the Final Fantasy VII. I'm good.
And they actually are adding in Yuffie and Vincent to the story. They were part of the story. They were side characters.
See, that's a mistake. I want them to stay side characters.
Why? They're very popular.
Because they're popular, but it's a remake. It should be exactly the same. The game should be turn-based. It should be everything.
I mean, I agree with the turn-based thing, but I at least give it the option to be turn-based.
Well, yeah, they could have gave us the option, but they didn't. I just don't want people don't let the hype blind you. That the game's still a remake. Just like when people was hyped about Lion King when Disney made it, I was like, it's just Lion King. I guess I'll just be a part of the minority. I don't care about it. I'll play it. I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna enjoy it.
I'll probably enjoy my favorite part. I can't wait to see some of my favorite parts be remade, but I don't dislike 7.
Oh no, man.
I don't dislike 7. I just never saw the hype over the years. 7 got all the movies, the anime,
7 didn't have an anime.
7 did have an anime. The OVA,
yeah,
whatever whatever. It's the same difference. Is it animated?
Yeah, it is animated. Yeah.
Boom. All right. I'm glad we had this conversation.
Well, it's not an anime.
Animated. I don't care. And then they told the same story we already knew if you played the game.
They didn't. They expanded more on the.
Exactly. Listen. They ran out of ideas.
And it was mainly about the Turks.
It
was mainly about the Turks. You didn't know nothing about the Turks.
Because we don't gotta know nothing about them. Who cares?
Yeah, people like the Turks.
Yo,
I like the Turks.
We're only getting a remake because they ran out of ideas. I'm like, okay, we'll finally remake it. Because we out of ideas. We don't know how to expand this story no more.
Quick fact. I don't know if they changed this. They might not change it. But for you, Isaac, whenever you do play the game, or if you play the original beforehand, Rude, he's the one with the ball. He's bald with the glasses. Rude has a big crush on Tifa. So if every time you fight the Turks and Rude is there and Tifa's in your party, Rude will never hit her. Never attack her. Never. Because he has a big crush on Tifa. And throughout the game, every time y'all meet the Turks, you actually see that progress. You actually see that one-sided love, unrequited love progress.
I feel for the guy.
It's so funny. But yeah, that was just a fun little thing right there.
I guess.
I mean, the chocobo racing, then breeding chocobos. Getting the Knights of the Round. I'm weary for the game. I'm not hyped for it like everybody else is, but I am happy that the people like Isaac who haven't got to play the game will get to play this updated version of the game. And this will open the door.
You acting like they didn't have a way to play for people to play 7 that never played 7 before.
I mean, if you don't got a computer or a PlayStation, you can't play 7.
Well, that's their fault.
Remember.
I'm just saying, don't let the hype blind you.
I'm not letting the hype blind me. I'm just happy. I'm happy for a lot of people who are not going to be in the game, and I'm also happy for the game being redid like it is. They didn't have to redo it. You're totally right. They could have just made another main Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Like they could just expand it, but it's whatever. I know.
For somebody who barely plays Final Fantasy games.
Who?
You just
I play the main titles. I don't play all the side games. I play the main titles.
You play all 14 main titles? All 15 main titles?
Yep. I mean, I beat them all, but I played them all.
You just said you didn't play 14. You didn't care about 14. That's
Was 14 the online game?
Yeah, and it's a main title.
Okay.
You didn't play 11.
I'm sorry. Okay, let me rephrase. I played all the main games except for the online one. Boom. You happy now? I didn't want to raid dungeons and stuff. I don't want to.
Final Fantasy is a / dungeon raider.
Oh yeah, well I'll do that with the main games. I don't want to do for no online game. I'm gonna skip all the online games ever. If Final Fantasy 16 is an online game, I'm skipping it.
There's rumors that 16 might actually be an online game.
Well, I'm skipping it.
To each his own, I suppose. Well,
I guess they're just running out of ideas for Final Fantasy 7.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get into the main topic. We'll get down to
what's the main topic? I thought this was the main topic.
It wasn't the main topic. It was just the main topic. I brought up because I thought it was interesting. Also because the Final Fantasy 7 had just dropped. But the reason why we're even talking about video just because Final Fantasy 7 demo had dropped. It is a big hype game. That's
the reason why we're talking about video games today.
It's the reason why I'm gonna make up a reason why I'm talking about. Oh man, you just gotta ruin everything, man.
You're right.
Just couldn't let it.
Because I'm sick of Final Fantasy 7. Nobody else is not sick of this dead game. Like,
anyway, main topic is we were talking about our top 5 favorite video games of all.
Oh shit! Let me make up a list for my
other two. 2 of us actually did the topic at hand.
I did the topic,
but one of us, who I guess you all could realize who didn't do it. It was a very, not gonna lie, it was a very hard topic to do because you gotta go back years. Which I'll give him credit where it's due. He at least has 2, and he was honest with us when we came. He was straight up like, I only got 2.
Games I really
appreciate that honest.
Like games I can play over and over again. It has to be.
It was just your favorite top 5 game.
No, I'm gonna think of 3 more. Don't worry, I got you.
So I will drop off a few honorable mentions, and I'll drop the floor off of whoever wants to do some honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions for the GameCube, Custom Robo.
Really?
Wow.
Honorable mentions, Custom Robo. It's not my favorite, but I did enjoy that game when I was a kid.
That's a good game, man. That's a good game.
I'm not gonna put it in my top 5 because I never played it since the GameCube, and I don't want to. So, one of my honorable mentions. Honorable mention. Hold on, give me off the top of my head. Come back to me.
All right, Isaac.
Honorable mentions for me would be Doom 2016 because that was on. Probably, well, besides King Kong, that was one of my first-person shooter games. Plus, the
King
soundtrack
Kong is a first-person shooter game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you never play the King Kong game?
No, I've never. The Peter Jackson one? I never played.
Yeah.
I thought you just was Kong running around wrecking shit.
No, you play as Jack in that one, and you have to go save Anne, and there's parts where you play as Kong too. Yeah. That game was horrifying. As a small child, that game was terrible. And then another honorable mention is Spyro: Year of the Dragon.
Yo,
Spyro is incredible.
let's go. Oh man,
I played so much Spyro when I was a
Did you get
kid.
the-
It was mostly Year of the Dragon because Year of the Dragon had the skateboarding level.
yeah. Did you get the remake or the remaster?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
That was I couldn't believe how well they remade those games.
Yeah.
But then again, somebody in our crowd doesn't like remakes, so
Well,
I don't know
this
what
is
you
a
can say.
No, that's not. That's
This is a
yeah. Remasters and remake is two different things. Remasters are fine.
remaster is different. It's the same game, but just being coming.
Polished. Yeah, they just. Yeah, they just.
Technically, the remake. A remake is almost similar, and
A remake is like a super remaster.
yeah.
It's cool.
But anything else? Any other games?
One of my honorable mentions for the PlayStation 1 and for Nintendo 64 was Hot Wheels Turbo Racing.
Oh,
Yo!
my heart!
My God, bro! Yo! You hit me, son!
Wow.
Yo! I used to love that game!
I can't believe it.
Oh, man.
You've redeemed yourself, Noah.
Yes, you did. Oh, man. This is why you're my boy. Oh. I used to love that game. You could race around the room and everything. Yo. That was such a fun. That was what it. I don't play many racing games, but that was one of the few racing games. I burnt the disc. I destroyed my disc.
Gosh.
That was unexpected. That was like Whale Rider in your favorite movie.
Hey man, I'm a weird dude. I should have broke this down because let me think. I got a few more that's honorable mention.
I got another one. Mega Man 02 on Game Boy Advance.
I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
That was really too big.
Yeah, I played the first three. I didn't get to play 4.
4 was all right. They did away with the they took away his boomerang shield. I was like,
oh yeah.
Why would you throw away the shield? The shield was like honestly one of the best weapons. But
yeah, let me see. Honorable mention for me is probably for the Super Nintendo. I think it's Super Bomberman 2. Yeah, let's go with that one. Super Bomberman 2.
Wait, is that the one with Bomb Kick? Bomb Glove.
No. Super Bomberman 2.
Oh.
No, that's for Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Bomb Kick. Bomb Throw. Yo,
another one.
Not gonna lie, Noah. For everybody, Noah is a god in Bomberman. He could go to the. I know they have Bomberman tournaments. He could probably go to one of these and just clean up. Man. He is a god in Bomberman. I'm not gonna lie. It took 6 niggas. It took 6 niggas to take this man down. And we had to team. We legitimately had to team up to take him down. He is a god in Bomberman. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Bomb kick. Bomb throw.
Yeah, we need to let me think. This is some of the games I just really enjoyed when I was a kid. The Final Fantasy game nobody talks about for the Super Nintendo, Mystic Quest.
Oh, the one you have forgot about?
Yeah, I just thought about it. It just because I said Super Nintendo and I just thought about it. Yeah, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I enjoyed that when I was a kid.
What else?
There's a lot of games that take me back. Like I used to love the Shining Force for Sega Genesis.
Okay. Well, a few of my honorable mentions are Army Man Air Attack. That was on PlayStation. Air Attack 1 and Air Attack 2. Man, I love that game. It was one of that game was so fun. Like my mom got me that game from a pawn shop, and I played the hell. I wasn't able to really get a lot of games back in the day because they did get me Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, but I wasn't able to get a lot of games back in the day. But when I got a game, I played the hell out of it. And Army Man, that was a soft spot on me. I love that joke. That was cool. It was like Galaga, but with helicopters. Apache.
No, if you Google the images, this game looks so terrible.
It was so fun. The one
I'm not knocking
Army Man Air Attack, the one on PlayStation. It was so fun, man. And I even got the second. I even got the second one. Played the second one. I didn't like the second one, but Apache. And he was in a. It was basically Army Man, and he was in a room. He was in this kid room, and you would fly around beating bosses and stuff like that. It was fun, man. I liked it.
Oh my goodness.
Another honorable mention of mine is Twisted Metal 4.
Which one is that one?
Twisted Metal 4, the one where you could create your own car and stuff like that.
Is that one for the PlayStation? No,
Yeah,
that was
for
black.
the PlayStation. Black was for PlayStation.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
This one's for PlayStation 3, right?
Yeah, I think black is PlayStation 3. Because black was they went back to the roots and just had regular characters and stuff like that. The fan favorite characters, but Twisted Metal 4 was one of my favorite ones because you can create your own car, have your own weapons and stuff like that. And I'll never forget some of the special ones. Mess with the best, die like the rest. I got half a mind.
Your head is filled with so many of these phrases, dude. It's ridiculous.
I got half a mind to waste you, punk. Man, I love that game. And then and it had codes in here like up, down, down. You could teleport, right, left. You can freeze. There was a lot in that Twisted Metal 4. I was a beast in Twisted Metal 4 too. My favorite stage was in the room. That was my favorite stage. The bedroom of the kid. But Twisted Metal 4, another honorable mention of mine probably be Spider-Man 2.
The PlayStation 2?
Yeah,
1?
Yeah, PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
The one based off the movie.
The one that started the good web swinging off.
Yep.
Is that the one where he can web sling just anything?
Yeah.
Like he web slinging the sky?
Yeah.
Okay, I was Okay.
I was actually going to put a Spider-Man one on my honorable mentions, but I was going to put Web of Shadows on PS3.
That was probably would be another one of my mentions too, because I did like Web of Shadows. It's not my favorite. I wouldn't even say it's probably in the top 5 because there's only been like 7 of them. But yeah, I mean it's fine. The only Spider-Man game I haven't played is the comic book one. They look like comic book.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Or yes, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, that one was good. I think I had that one on PS2.
Yeah, that's the only Spider-Man game I haven't played. And Golden Axe is another another one of my honorable.
The one, the PlayStation 2 version?
No. The one for Sega. The one for Sega. All right, so we can go into top five.
Oh, I have some more honorable mentions.
You got some more honorable mentions.
Yeah, man. Like I love the games to death, but for the PlayStation 1, Bushido Blade 2.
Good old Bushido Blade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I would probably put Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 in here. And
Oh.
Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah, Tenkaichi 3, that's one of my honorable mentions, yeah. For the PC, GameCube, and like Xbox is Fantasy Star Online.
I never played any of the Fantasy Stars.
Really? Oh man.
It's on the thing on my to-do list. But I never played any of those. I also like Mega Man Legends. It almost made my top 5, but Legends is also another one. Honorable mention.
Another honorable mention I got is the arcade game, but they brought it to PlayStation 2. Virtual on Mars.
And Vector Man.
Vector Man, yeah, I like Vector Man too.
Man, there's so many games. We could
I
probably
know
beat
the honorable mentions list is longer than the top 5.
Top 5, yeah, man.
We'll probably be at this all day, but we're gonna go ahead and go to the top 5. No, I gave you enough time. I gave enough time. Did you at least get like 2 more?
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right, so you got 4.
Yeah.
All right, man. The floor is yours. Give us your top 4.
Wait, why I gotta go first? Oh, you want me to give me all 4 just right now?
Yeah, just right now. Just
Yeah.
go on all 4.
My mic breaking up. I gotta fix it. Isaac, go first.
How dare you, you bastard! You bastard! That was dastardly, but I'll take the floor because I'm the bigger person in this.
I have no shame. I don't care. You're right. I'll be the smaller person.
Okay, so I have to give all 5 of them right now.
We could do each 5. We could do each one person talk about their 5th one, and then we could do how we do the list, how we do our top 10s if you want to do that. Because we either could do all 5, you could talk about them while you're listing them, or we can do one by one. It's up to you how you want to do it.
I guess we could do it one by one.
All right, give me
That
your
way
number 5.
we can hear everybody's.
This loud
one,
people. People, I want y'all to know there are like thousands of video games out.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at us if your game did not make our list. This is our personal list. This isn't a list for the N.W.A. whatsoever. It's just our favorite games in general. Our favorite games of all time. So
Trigger warning ahead.
don't get mad or anything, or even if we shitted on your favorite Final Fantasy game, which I'm pretty sure N.W.A probably triggered some of you.
I can care less. Matter of fact, my list is the top 5 games of all time. I don't care. We shouldn't have to keep repeating that over and over. Get triggered. I want you to.
Okay.
I believe
my
I'm triggered.
Your number 5. Alex. What is your favorite game of all time?
My number 5 favorite game is Dragon Ball Fighters. Actually.
Really?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Because I was like, I'm not super good. Well, can't say I'm not super good at fighting games. I'm kind of. But I'm frantic when I play fighting games, and I don't do combos very well. And Dragon Ball Fighters came out, and I was like, this game looks gorgeous. And it's my favorite anime, or used to be my favorite anime. And it looks better than the show does. And I was like, I have to learn this game. I learned it. I'm pretty good at it. And
so
it was just,
it was your first fighting game that you actually put in the work in the lab to actually
I put
learn how.
So much work in the lab. I'm still putting work in the lab.
So
I'm learning these new characters as they come out.
Yeah, you learned about you know about the overhead, the invincibles, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm happy that somebody likes fun. Dragon Ball Z fun.
And if one of you guys wants to throw hands in it, I'm happy to oblige.
I'm good. I suck
I
at it.
I haven't picked up the game since it was released. I do own it and everything. It is one of my favorite animes of all time. It wasn't quite the Dragon Ball Z fighting game that I was looking for, on a personal level. But
Uh-huh.
if I really wanna, if we just playing for fun, then sure, you could get these hands, and I'll get decimated. It's fine. But if you're like my roommate and you want to trigger me, this is how you can trigger me so fast. If you are a sore winner,
Oh
and you
no, I'm
wanna
not like that. Don't
trigger
worry.
me, like, oh man, you suck. I bopped you. Blah 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 blah. Then you want to trigger me, I will easily put in a month's work just so I could go best of 10 with you and beat you every single time.
I got a question.
Wait, but that sounds more fun. Maybe I should trigger you.
I got a question. Well, let's say I beat you in a fighting game and I'm just talking shit. I'm not calling you suck. I'm just talking cash money shit. Is that different?
That's different.
Okay.
That's
Because that's what I do. I beat you in a fighting game. I'm talking cash money.
That's different. Like I told you about when my homeboy Zach, when we played Pokemon, and I knew how to play Pokemon competitive and everything, and he beat me that first battle. He beat me that first battle, and he kept going on. It's like, I never played a game like this before, and blah 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 blah. This man, I'm about to sweep you, and blah blah blah, and this like this. And I was like, okay. The next 7 battles, I proceeded to wax that ass.
Oh my god!
I don't play like the first time we had battle in that little challenge thing we did. All our Pokemon were around like level 15. The second time, my Pokemon were level 50. His Pokemon level 25.
Oh Lord.
My god!
And every other time we had battled at that point, I was always like 20 to 30 levels higher than. I was putting in work.
All right, man.
I was like, you do not want this, especially if it's a game that something I knew how to play, and I used to play competitive, like Isaac, and like you could probably go to a couple of local tournaments, because I've seen some of your stuff on Facebook and stuff. Like, you know what you're doing.
I'm glad it looks that way.
at least from the videos.
I'm like sweating all over my controller trying to get.
I'm assuming you don't play with a stick. I'm assuming you don't play with a stick.
No, I play with a controller.
Okay. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'd love to learn stick though.
Sticks are fun.
Honestly.
Sticks are very fun. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is actually on my list, is very fun with stick. Also, Tekken is very fun with stick.
Tekken is extremely fun on stick.
But Noah, you got your 5th one, or you want me to go?
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
All right.
Just go.
My 5th one.
Take your time.
My 5th one. My 5th favorite game of all time. These, like, on my list, these are games that I at least play once a year, And this is my 5th one. Is also a game I know Noah feels some type of way about remake. I hope they remake or remaster this game. It's one of my favorite JRPGs.
Oh, I know this one. Okay.
Legend of the Dragoon. It's one of my favorite JRPGs. It has the story is a little wonky, I'm not gonna lie. But like it hits me because it has that transformation element to it where it almost like Power Rangers in a sense, where you have your characters that get these armors, these special armors, and Dragon Buster armors, or Knights of the Round, not Knights of the Round, but Ronin Warriors. It feels kind of like that, but it has the henshin element to it. I like henshin stuff. Like I like my magical girl junk and Kamen Rider and all that jazz. But like it's a very the thing that really made me fall in love with it is the battle. because I really like the battle system. Because when you do attacks, it has a little box thing that comes up, and you have to be paying attention. And once you hit X, it differs for whatever your damage output is actually going to be for the box, and then you actually learn more skills the more better you get. That's why I like the Immortal game. Not Immortal, it's not called that. Lost Odyssey, I think that's what it's called, the one that's on Xbox, the other Square game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's why I like that one so much, because it has a similar battle system to this, and the music is so good in here. I know it's a very niche or a niche, low, underrated JRPG. Like a lot of people who play JRPGs don't really think about Legend of the Dragon. But it's one of those. It's one of the first PlayStation games I actually beat, and it was one of the first ones I actually beat. And it was one of the first ones I actually got a game guide for, so I can go back, play it, and get everything else.
Do they still make game guides?
Yes,
I think so.
I mean,
Yeah.
they don't physically. It depends on the game. Walkthrough. It depends on the game, but most of the time, the internet, you just can get a game guide.
They wasn't called game guides, was they? What was it? Strategy guide?
Yeah, it was a strategy guide or a game guide. I mean, yeah, but
I thought they were called strategy guides.
Yeah, they are called strategy guides, but there was a strategy guide. I think I still have my strategy guide for this game somewhere.
Oh, I forgot about this game. Okay, boom, I got my 5.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this game, and this is another game. It wasn't made by Square. It was always a game.
It wasn't?
It wasn't made by Square. It was
Who the hell
always
was it made by?
SCE Japan Studio.
Oh, learn something new every day.
Yeah, Japan Studios is the one who made it. They made other games like Gravity Rush, the N.W.A games, Ape Escape.
Yeah, they make a lot.
It was one of those games. Like, it was so good to me. For the longest time, I thought Square made the game, but Square didn't make the game. And it's one of those games. It came out in 2000, but it was one of those games that I wish and hope it's on my remaster or remake list. I hope they bring out another one, because it would be even.
They were talking about doing a remake.
Yeah, it was teased way back when. There was also teased for a sequel too. It was gonna have a sequel too, but we never got all that. Unfortunately, we never got it. But yeah, that's my number 5. Your number 5, Noah.
My number 5 is it's for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, man. I played this game probably multiple times. I beat it multiple times. Played through it, and it's probably gonna be Metroid Fusion.
Is that the one where she becomes quote unquote evil, where she has
armor?
Dark armor?
Nah, it's like she got cloned. It's not like Dark Samus, but it's called SAX.
Okay.
It's like the Metroid cloned her. She was evil. It's two different things. It's 2 different ones. It's like Dark Samus. It's like Evil Samus, whatever. Yeah. Then it's another one.
This is not the one where she has the armor is like black, I want to say, or darker blue, and
it's like that one. It's like she starts off with the dark blue armor. Yeah.
Okay.
I played that. Wow. It took you that long to put it on the list.
God, I can't think, man. Yo,
scrambles.
I just couldn't think, man. Like, yeah, this would probably be a game I play over again.
We also had a week to do this list, people. We had a list.
You just want to bring that up, huh? You want to bring that up? Well, I also have other stuff to do. I run these streets. I'm working on my album Hot Pockets.
Do
I don't know why you're doing that.
Do you want to talk about Metroid?
Metroid Fusion. That's the best Metroid game, hands down. It's Metroid Fusion. If you guys ever get a chance to play it, just play it.
Gotta find that Game Boy Advance first, or emulator.
Everybody emulates nowadays. Don't act like people don't know how to emulate. Okay, we can go on though. I don't want to talk about it.
Really?
I don't. I just enjoy that game a lot. That game's really fun. The aspects of the horror parts of it, even though it's not a horror game, is great. Like they did, cause you know, in Game Boy Advance games, they got so much they can do.
Yeah.
And they do it so great. He's like, you'll be so terrified. Okay, we going. Who's number 4? Who's next?
What is your number 4?
Oh, we going to me?
Yep.
Yeah.
My number 4 will probably be the first BioShock.
Really? You a BioShock fan?
I am a BioShock fan.
I haven't played a single BioShock one. I know about what's her name? Lilith? Julian? I don't know her name. The chick in the blue dress. I know she's from BioShock.
From BioShock Infinite? Yeah. That's my least favorite one, actually. But the first BioShock. I couldn't decide between BioShock, the first one or the second one. I'm just going to go with the first one because it's the original one. But yeah, that's probably...
Why?
Fighting the big daddies, listening to like the people talk in your ear, hearing like the philosophy of why they built this huge city under the ocean. It's great. It's a great experience. You guys should play that. I don't know how to explain it.
Is it wasn't it first person shooter?
Yeah, it's a first person shooter.
Yeah, that's probably why I haven't.
Yeah, but it's great. The plot twists in the boss fights, even though they're not boss fights, are great. I don't know how to explain it. Just that's one of the greatest games I played that introduced me to the world, and I was sucked into it. Like I even bought the novel, the prequel
really?
novel. Yeah, man, I even brought that. Like,
Oh yeah, that's serious. When you start buying stuff outside of the game,
yeah, but you know me, and I hate side story stuff, but I just couldn't help myself. Like I hate side story stuff. I couldn't help. The first BioShock really is a masterpiece, guys. I really think you guys should take time and play it.
Well, you could put it on the list for a discussion because I damn sure gonna put Legend of Dragoon on there.
Oh crap!
Oh no!
Hey, y'all can borrow my copy. It's 4 discs. I got it.
Holy crap!
How many discs?
It's 4 discs. It's a PlayStation game.
My God! Oh yeah, that's true.
And it's a JRPG. So.
Right, I'm done.
Isaac, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Metal Gear Rising: Revenge.
Oh,
Metal Gear. Snake!
I played that. Okay, I enjoyed that game.
Because like I wasn't really into Metal Gear, and then I saw Revengeance, and I was like, it's gonna be one of the Metal Gear Solids. And then this dude pulled out a sword and
that's right.
started cutting people to pieces. Yeah, right. And I was like, I have to get this game. Plus, it's Platinum. Platinum Games.
Yeah.
Platinum Games is probably my favorite developer because they just know how to make an action game.
You're right. I'm with you on that. Except for the Ninja Turtles game. I don't know what they was thinking on that.
What Ninja Turtles game? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
You're right. You are right.
I 100% agree with you on that, Isaac. Metal Gear Solid Rising. My favorite part is when he talked to the Spanish kid, and I don't know what he was saying.
Oh yeah, the best part with them was like the one robot showed up and the kid was like, "Go ninja, go ninja, go!" I was like, "No."
yeah.
Like, how did you know that reference, kid?
Yeah, that part was great. I agree. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, that's my number.
Gonna be honest, guys. Never played a Metal Gear anything ever.
Dang.
I know about the story and all that, but I've never played Gear. It wasn't my type of game.
If you want,
though, Revengeance, I was really close of getting, but now I was like,
Do you want to borrow it?
I was like, this is.
I still have it.
I still got mine too for PlayStation 3.
Yep.
I still got it too.
I was like, this is Metal Gear. I don't care.
If you do ever want to play the story, just play the first 4. You don't worry about the side games. That's not important. It's just the first 4.
That's a lot of.
Well, Revengeance is a side story, but I think that's an exception.
Yeah.
That's a lot, and the plot is already coming.
So just play the first 4, and that's all you need to know. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Metal Gear Solid 5. That shit was trash.
I do know about 2. I think it's Metal Gear 2. When you fight that one boss that can see the future, and he knows every move you're gonna do. And if you take out the memory card off the slot 1 and you put it in slot 2, he can't figure out what you're doing anymore. Or it's the controller. You take the controller out of player 1 and you put it in 2. And he was like, "What? Why can't I see the future? Why can't I read your moves or anything else?" Because you just switched out the controls.
Yeah, that's some creepy shit. That's
Metal Gear Solid.
And then there's another Metal Gear boss. I think it might be in 5, where there's a boss that you can actually leave the game on or you can leave the game. Is you can change the settings in the game to a certain date, and then come back to the game, and the boss is dead.
Yeah. It's an old guy, and he's on the verge of death anyway. So
yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah. Oh my,
It got some crazy Easter eggs.
That's some Hideo Kojima stuff. You know, that dude's weird.
Yeah, it is a very convoluted. I know the story and the plot and all that and the lore. It's very convoluted. It's up there with Kingdom Hearts. But
just play the first 4. Just play the first 4.
I never played any Metal Gear. The closest Metal Gear I played is Snake in Smash.
Oh my god. Just play the first 4, man. 5 had some cool moments, but it was terrible.
That's Phantom Pain, isn't it?
Yeah, Phantom Pain was terrible. Are we on number 3?
Like that. We're on my 4th one.
Okay, I had a great segue. My bad.
Go
Go ahead. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is a very game that I have dear to my heart because it was the very first game I actually beat. It was the very first game I actually beat. And it's Yoshi's Island.
Oh, that's adorable.
And I love this game so much. Now, this is one of the games I don't play once a year because I don't have I don't have that. Yeah, it came out on Super Nintendo. I don't have a Super Nintendo anymore, and I don't even have the game anymore. I remember I played that game so much, it just my copy wouldn't work anymore. It is because you remember back in the day, you had to blow in it.
Blow it. You know that's a myth.
Yeah, I know it's a myth. I know it's a myth and everything.
No, I don't agree with that myth. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah. I always thought, man, when I blew in that jump, boy, no. But yeah, Yoshi Island was the very first game I actually beat. It took me 3 months to beat that game, but it was the very first. It was the very first platformer because I didn't play Mario and all. I don't really care about Mario and I love Sonic, but of all of the Sonic games, I only beat 2 and 3. And platformer games, I don't really care for platformer games, but it was just something about Yoshi Island, about eating enemies, making them eggs, throwing those eggs, and everything. And the boss fights were real fun. The boss fights were dope. My favorite boss fight is the very final one when you fight Baby Bowser. And
he in the background.
yeah, he's in the background. I was like,
I know what you mean, man.
oh man, that was such a cool fight. Like you have to throw eggs and stuff at him before he reaches up to you and everything. That was such a fun fight, and I love that game so much. Where I begged when I found out about the sequel, and that's when 64 came out. When I found out about the sequel, I begged for a 64 for Christmas. I didn't get the 64, but but I played Yoshi's Story, and it was even better. I like the Yoshi Story. I played Yoshi's Story, Yoshi Story 2, and then I also played the Yoshi Big Yarn thing because it feels like Yoshi Island too. Yoshi Island will always have a dear spot in my heart. I love Yoshi Island. It was the very first game I ever played. Like two completions. It was the very first game I ever.
I'm with you. That's beautiful, dog.
That was heartwarming.
That's what I'm talking about.
Number 3.
A man loves his green dinosaurs. That's
yeah, man. He's a green dinosaur, just like in Dragon Ball. Like it always tickles me when because every so often I'll probably rewatch the entire of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and when the joke with Piccolo, are you a Yoshi? And then Piccolo's like, yes, Goku, I'm a green fucking dinosaur. Can I ride you?
I love it.
All right, number three. I'll go first on this one, and I actually cheated. Not gonna lie, I have 2 for my number 3.
That makes no sense.
When I tell you, you understand.
It should have been a no. It should have been one of them. Should have been your auto.
I can't because they kind of are the same game. They basically are the same game, but with different properties. So okay, these are my favorite fighting games of all time.
Oh,
Capcom versus SNK 2, Mark of the Millennium, 2001.
All right, calm down.
And Marvel
have to explain that one.
And Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Oh,
Age of Heroes. They are basically the same game. One just has a 3v3 setting, a better 3DV because you have assists and all that stuff. But the other one is, and it's not as like fluid and fast and all that stuff. But I love those 2 games as much as possible. These are the 2 games that made me go into fighting games seriously, like play them competitively.
I understand. So it shaped who you are. I understand.
And that's why this is why I cheated. And they're first scenes as games, and then I see them as kind of the same because you could put SNK characters in Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom 2. But if you had put a gun to my head and made me pick out of the 2, it would have been Marvel vs. Capcom. Not Marvel vs. Capcom, but Capcom versus SNK 2. That's the one I've put in multiple hours in. So many hours
in. I understand.
It's been a minute since the last time I played that. But like I love the game, especially the now. Nobody blink. Some may say it was luck that won this tournament.
All right, dog. You gotta chill. Yeah, you have to chill.
My team in that was KO. It was KO, Akuma, Shin Akuma actually, and Hibiki. I love Hibiki from Samurai Showdown. Hibiki was.
Oh, I definitely thought you were talking about Dan Hibiki. I was like, no, you didn't put Dan Hibiki on there.
No, I played all, but Hibiki, the chick with the sword.
Okay, yeah.
I also like Rock. I like Rock over Geese, and Joe. He was also part of my team. Joe was also another one of my guys on my team. I mainly played a lot of SNK characters in that one. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I barely played any. The only Capcom characters I played on that one was Cammy because she's bae. Ryu, Ken, Akuma, and Maki. Yeah, and that was it. Maki, she's the one from school rival schools. Oh wait, the other guy from rival schools. I forget his name. The dude with the glasses.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Man, his name. I don't want to. It will come. Kiyoshi. His last name is Kagami. I know his last name is Kagami, and it starts with a K. It starts with a K. But he was also another hype dude. But Maki, she's from. I think she might be from Final Fight, if I remember correctly. But she got the.
She hang around with Guy all the time.
Yeah, she hang up.
Yeah, okay.
She's the blonde with the Tafa.
Right.
And she has like a ninja-like gi on. Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
I love that. I even got to the point where I played the game where I unlocked everything. Like I unlocked that super secret cheat mode where we would play hours on end. Where it's a cheat mode where you can have all the supers up, always maxed, and then you also can have the infinity health, but you can still die. You have to ridiculous amount of damage. You can still die, but you have to do a ridiculous amount of damage. And then you couldn't see anything, so you couldn't see your health bar. You couldn't see the super. Only thing that was on the screen were the two fighters and the stage itself. So you didn't know how much health you had. You didn't know if your character was about to die. You didn't know how much super you had. I used to always play like that. That got me real good too. But yeah, that was those. If I had to pick out of the two, it'd be SNK, Capcom versus SNK 2. But yeah.
All right.
Dang, he was tough.
Those are my favorite.
That was
games.
long as shit. It's just a fighting game, man. Come back.
Man, it's a great fighting game. Have you played it? Do you want to play it?
I played it. I'm good, dog. I ain't finna get washed. I'm good.
We can have fun.
I don't want to have fun losing. I'm good.
I'll
play you, Walt.
Yay! All right. One of you guys could go for your third.
You got yours, Noah?
Yeah, okay. My number 3 is actually Metal Gear Solid 2, The Sons of Liberty.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, that's why I was like, man, you ruined my segue, man, because I'm going to Metal Gear Solid 2. But you're still on your number 4, and you had this passionate speech about it. It's cool. But, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2, The Sons of Liberty has probably my favorite moment in video game history. Have you guys ever played it? No?
No. Is this the one where you gotta sneak naked?
That's at the end of the game, yes. Okay, but that's not my favorite part. So there's a part in the game where there's this mad bomber, and he goes around setting these bombs, and you have to find all these bombs before they detonate and blow up the whole thing, the whole base. And so after you detonate all the bombs, you actually go find him and fight him, and his name is Fat Man.
Okay,
and I shit you not.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, this is the boss fight. His name, he's a fat man, and he's on rollerblades. and he has a gun.
He sounds like a No More Hero.
Dog, he's not. And doing in the first part of the boss fight is just he's just planting random bombs, and you just still defusing these bombs while he's on his skates talking cash money shit to you. Dog, it just kills because before he left his house, he made sure he had all his bombs and his roller skates.
Oh wait, I need my roller skates. Can't forget those.
I got my ignition. I got my gunpowder for these bombs and my roller skates. Dog. And he just talking cash, money, shit to you.
The entire time.
Dog, just it's great. That's probably one of my favorite things in all video games.
Wow.
Was
That's
watching this.
disrespectful.
It is pretty disrespectful.
On
Dog,
some rollerblades.
He literally just skates at you and tackles you, and just then rollerblades away, and that's it.
What
And
an
then
asshole.
He has a gun, but he'll shoot it sometime. Dog.
He
That
sounds
great.
he sounds like a straight up No More Heroes assassin. That's what he sounds like. That's how ridiculous he sounds like. But
Yeah,
I
dog.
guess that shows you about Metal Gear.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, that's Metal Gear for you. Yeah. And I always enjoy it.
I almost want to play this just to fight Fat Man.
That's his name. I'm not even kidding you. His name is Fat Man. That's it.
Wait, if is it FAT?
Yep. FAT
Wow.
Fat Man.
Oh man, if it was PHAT, that would have been great.
Dog. And then I love the boss fights when you got to fight Vamp.
Man, I looked at the video.
Dog. Fat Man, man. I just love he's in Metal Gear Solid 2. When you got you sneak in the beginning and you got to sneak past the hundreds of soldiers listening to the speech. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 2 is probably my favorite one.
He looks ridiculous.
Fat Man. Okay, I'm done though. I'm done.
All right, Isaac, you're number 3.
My number 3 is the game I'm playing right now. I'm not playing Final Fantasy. I'm playing Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man. PS4.
PlayStation 4. Okay.
This game was like, we've been waiting for a long time for an amazing Spider-Man game, and then this showed up, and I was like, "There's no way this game could be as good as it was." And I shit you not, I think I dropped like $160 on this thing. Because I bought the collector's edition. I bought shirts. I think I got like a hat.
Oh, you
I got the game. I got a statue. Like,
You balled
and
out.
then when I got it that night, I went home. I let it install on my PlayStation, and the start screen came up. Walt, you played it, so you know what it looks like, where he's just sticking to the side of the building. And I kid you not, I hadn't even started playing the game yet. I burst into tears.
I love it. I knew it.
I was like, oh, finally. And then I played it, and I've never felt more like Spider-Man than I do playing this game.
Isaac,
This game is inspirational.
I'm right there with you, man. A tear did roll down my cheek when I finally got it, because this game is my number 1. I will get to it I'll get into it when I get to number.
You said it's your number 1?
Yes.
My God.
That's what I thought.
I gotta sit through 2 Spider-Man speeches. Hey, remember that? Remember in Infinity War when Thanos snapped
please
and
stop.
he died?
Stop. How dare you?
He was like, what did he say, Mr. Stark? I don't feel so good. And he just died.
My God. Bro,
Noah.
That's not even funny.
Spoilers if you never saw Infinity War. Sorry.
After all this time.
Well, my number 3, my top 3 is, it's in a genre that I actually, hack and slash genre. And the reason why I love this game is because I started building the model kits. Gundam Breaker 3. That's my...
Oh.
Specifically the Break Edition. But it's because I started building Gundam kits itself. And I mean, I'm a mecha fan in general. I like Gundam. I like... My favorite Gundam is a Gundam. Like a true hardcore Gundam. They always push that off. But G Gundam, that's the best.
G Gundam, boy, you out your mind. That is not the best Gundam.
What are you, a Wing fan? You a Wing?
Wing? Is that the one we had like the? No, that
the
is
boy
not my
band.
favorite one.
Yeah.
No. That is not my favorite at all.
But Gundam Breaker 3 is a hack and slash where you actually go around destroying Gundams basically, and you can build your own Gundam. It's a model kit, but it's still like a robot. Like you build in your own model kit and you put it on this. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, where in the anime where you put the cards on there and it brings the cards to life. The model kit itself comes to life, and you're basically piloting a giant Gundam, and it feels like you're piloting a giant Gundam. So when New Gundam Breaker came out in 2018, I was so disappointed because it didn't play like 4. It didn't even look like 4, like 3. It didn't even look like it, and a lot of people were disappointed with New Gundam Breaker, but Gundam Breaker 3, because I like the Dynasty Warrior Gundam games. I actually have all 3 of those. That's on PlayStation. And Gundam Breaker 3, like I've put in hours on end on this. I got so many models. Well, I take that back. I had so many models built on that game. Like it even gave me inspiration to make models because I do build the model kits, but to do my own kit bashes. But long story short, when I say I had so much on that game, it's because one of my roommates messed up, long story short, and erased all my data on my PlayStation. And so there's a lot of games that I had like a lot of data on, my saves and stuff like that I just completely lost. However, this is one of these games where I'd replay it to regain everything that I had lost. Because this is one of those games that I'm almost platinum. Like Spider-Man, I platinum in that. And also in my number 2, I actually platinum in that too. But Gundam Breaker 3, this is one of my favorite. The only thing I wish it was a couch co-op where friends can actually play it besides going online. But other than that, because like if anybody want to play Gundam Breaker 3, I will personally buy the game for you and we can play it together online. That's how much I love this game. I will personally buy the game. It is a hard to find game because it is a Japanese import, and it technically didn't come out over here in America. It came out in Europe, but I love the game. But I will personally, if you want to play the game or the story wise with me, I will personally buy the game.
And this is on PS4, you said?
Yes, it's on PlayStation 4. It is on PlayStation 4. And the Break Edition has all the DLC in the game. Even stuff from Build Fighters, which is another one of my favorite Gundam series. It's not the core Gundam ones, but Build Fighters and Build Fighters Try are some of if you ever want to try to get into building Gundam kits, those shows will put you into building Gundam kits. But I was building Gundam kits before those shows, but they just made me love building Gundam kits even more, especially this game too. And this game is just fun. I love those games. I love the Mushi game, the hack and slash games where it's you versus 1,000, because it just makes you feel so powerful going around hack and slashing. I'm about to drop all 1,000 of you people, or like in Ninja Gaiden stuff like that, or Devil May Cry. Games like that, those are my bread and butter. But that was my number 3. Number 2. Anybody want to go first with your number 2?
I guess I'll go. My number 2. I know people don't like these type of games at all.
To hear your number 1 though.
But my number 2. No, a lot of people don't like these type of games, but I love them. But probably the PlayStation 3 game, Heavy Rain.
the movie, the movie
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, that's my number 3. I highly recommend. You gotta, man. If you ever love a story, Heavy Rain is it. Like that game is so good. I almost cried like 18 times. Yeah, man, that game is great.
I never played the game.
I know because
I've seen you play it, and I remember the part where I guess you lost the kid, and you're out there in the rain, and he's out there yelling his name.
Yeah, that's right in the beginning too. Yeah.
And I know about the sex scene in the game.
Yeah,
where you gotta do the thing, because if you mess up, it was funny. I know about that, but other than that, I don't know too much.
No, the whole story, the 4 characters you play with. Oh man, I love Quantic Dream. That's the company who makes them. I love all their games.
Did
Heavy
you play
Rain.
Detroit?
Yeah, I got Detroit. Yeah, I didn't finish it yet, but I do it now. I played through Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit. I want to play the PlayStation 2 game, but I haven't played it yet. But the plot twist in the end is probably the best plot twist ever in video games. Ever.
Really?
Ever. Man, I can't.
You're hyping the hell out of it. Like
the plot twist was, oh my god. Like it was genius. Like it put Quantic Dream on the map. Like that
I have to play this game now.
That plot twist was crazy.
Have you ever played this game, Nazir?
I have not. I remember when it was coming out, and people were like, "I don't think games should be this mature," and you know, I don't remember what I was playing at the time, but
yeah, those people are weird. Don't. Heavy Rain. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it. I can't. I'm losing my words. Heavy Rain.
This is PS2, right?
No, PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3.
Did it get remastered before?
Yeah, I wouldn't say remastered. They brought it over. I got him.
The ported version? Yeah, I got
the. See, before they brought it over to PlayStation 4, I had got it at what was the con? What was the con we went to?
The MomoCon?
No. What was the con we went to 2 years ago?
Our weekend.
Yeah. And the vendor, they had Heavy Rain and Beyond as a bundle thing in one disc, and I brought it for my PlayStation 4 way before they even did it for the USA. They only did it for Europe.
Oh.
Yeah, so, man. Heavy Rain had the best plot twist.
And that's your number 2? Man, the way you're gushing about this. Man, your number 1 must be amazing.
I don't think so. It's just my personal favorite.
The way you're gushing about this, it's not my cup of tea type of game, but the way you're gushing about this and you're talking about the plot twist at the end, I almost want to play the game.
I want to tell you guys the plot twist so bad.
I mean, I don't really care for spoilers, but in this instance, I feel like you shouldn't tell us the thing just in case we play it. I mean, put it on the list. You could actually put this on the list because it's hearing you talk about it and hearing how excited about you are makes me want to play the game, and I wouldn't mind playing the game and actually having a discussion about it.
Okay, cool. We're putting it on the list. Yeah, even though I agree with you, the sex scene I did without it. It was weird. I think that was my first real sex scene in any video game.
What? You never played the God of War games?
I haven't.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
I haven't though. I haven't played not one.
Really?
On everything. Wow. I never played not one.
Oh man, you're missing out, dog.
I know
all 6 of them.
I know, man. I just never had a chance to play them. I never brought them.
Except for the new one. I haven't played the new one.
I haven't, yeah, man, but it has so many. Then it has a lot of endings, how you did throughout the story, throughout the game.
So, is it one of those games where your choices matter?
Yeah, and it's sometimes if you mess up, you It's not even like a choice. You either do good and cool, or you do bad and crap. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. So the choices you make kind of dictates what ending you get.
Yeah.
How many endings is it?
A lot.
You got so it's not like a good ending, bad ending.
Oh yeah, you got your good
ending.
endings. Yeah, they have a true ending. Yeah. But it's they have a true ending, but it's a lot of different endings.
Okay. It sounds the way you're gushing about it.
Heavy Rain is. I love Heavy Rain.
maybe I slept on it. I don't know.
I know it's not a lot of people
this.
I know it's not a lot of people's cup of tea because it's like those type of movie games when you really just you're playing, you get to control your character and stuff, but it's not like it's one of those.
The Telltales.
Yeah, it's like Telltales. Yeah, that's why I hate people like they didn't like Heavy Rain, but they love the Telltales. But I was whatever.
All right.
Yeah, but Heavy Rain.
Isaac, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Bloodborne, actually.
Oh.
Yep. Bloodborne was my first Souls-like game. It also is probably the reason why. What?
Ain't it in the Souls world?
It's the same people that made it, but I don't.
Yeah, it's the same people, but there's like little hints in like the lore that kind of possibly connect the two worlds together.
Yeah.
But you don't, it's really just theorizing. But just there's something about Bloodborne compared to Dark Souls, where Dark Souls is medieval times, dragons, which is cool, but then Bloodborne was like old Victorian town, werewolves and gross aliens and stuff. I was like, this game looks scary, but I'll play
There's
it.
Aliens in this game?
Yes. You think it's just about werewolves and like possibly vampires? No, there's aliens in this game.
I didn't get that far. I only played like the beginning of it.
I never.
It's like,
in my life.
Have you ever read any Lovecraft stories?
Yeah, I have read a couple of Lovecraft.
Yeah, the whole Bloodborne is like influenced by
based off of
Lovecraft
that?
stories. Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing. So it's like horror, but it's cosmic horror, like stuff that the human mind wouldn't be able to comprehend, and people are trying to comprehend it, and it's turning them into these horrible creatures.
So Cthulhu's in this game?
There's a Cthulhu-like creature in the game, yes.
I didn't know. I want to play it. I beat the first boss. Do that count for something?
I'm trying to think of which boss you fought. Did you fight the Cleric Beast or Father Gascoigne?
The father dude, the Father Gas.
Okay.
Yeah, him.
Good old Papa Gascoigne, yes.
He's like, during the fight when you beat him up enough, he's like, what's that smell? It's blood. I love that game so much. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just like you were talking about BioShock, where you love the game so much that you went and bought the books and all that kind of stuff. I bought the art book for this game. I'm planning to do a cosplay of a hunter one day. I started reading Lovecraft stories because of the game. Just because they don't really explore a lot of the lore in the game. You have to kind of like piece it together yourself. And there'd be times where I'm not playing the game, I'm just reading stuff, and I'd be reading it for all day. And then by the end of the night, I feel like I'm crazed, and then I have to go play it. It's also the reason that my controller probably died. I have since gotten a new controller, so thank God. But yeah, that's my number 2 game.
All right, man. I haven't played any Souls games. The
Really?
only thing I saw is I remember being at Noah house one day, and I think it was Souls, and it was he walked in this throne room, and this guy was sitting on this throne, and he said something like dominant to Noah, and Noah was like, "Man, I got this food," and he just appeared and then launched that man across the room. I was like, "Oh, you
Remember the story of the level that he leveled me down?
yeah," and he leveled him
Oh,
down.
yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, you do not got this, dog. You do not run, man. Run."
I never beat him. I quit. I didn't play that game. When I found out the level down thing was permanent, I was like, "Oh no, I'm done."
Yeah, he threw him across the room and then leveled him down. I was like, oh, this is real. I don't know. I can't play this game. Only soul, I guess, quote unquote soul game like I played was Sekiro.
Oh, Sekiro was a good game too.
But
I didn't like Sekiro like that, man.
yeah,
I thought the world was blander than compared to the other Soul games. I know it's not a Soul game, but it was just too blah.
well, I like the world. I like the world because I'm into samurai ninja stuff like that. Feudal Japan, junk like that. I'm into stuff like that, so I like the setting of the world and I like the story and all that. And this was, I guess, my first Souls-like game. But yeah, they are like hack and slash. That's what people call them sometimes, but I feel like they're more like dungeon crawler action games.
They're like I think the best way I would put it is it's hack and slash, but strategic hack and slash, and also dungeon crawling.
Okay. All right,
Also incredibly hard and raging and just sometimes not a good time.
I know about it's being hard. Some of the harder games. I know about that.
The only Souls game I beat was 3.
It don't got nothing on Contra, but you know, whatever.
Oh Lord.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't got nothing to say about that.
We're talking about hard games, not unfair games.
All right, my number 2 is. It was originally my number 1, and is the Batman Arkham series.
The series, you have to pick one.
Series.
I can't just one.
I've played every game in the series. If I have to pick one of the Arkham games of the main series, it would probably be Arkham City. But the series in general, I played Arkham Asylum, fell in love with that one. Arkham City, I know that game from the back of my hand. I always played in the Batman Beyond costume. Always Batman Beyond.
Yep.
Batman Arkham Origins. I love Origins. I like the story of Origins, actually, a lot. A lot of people don't like Origins, even though it wasn't made by N.W.A, Montreal, and Rocksteady. They didn't make that one, but I still like. And there was some wonky things in Arkham Origins, like the combat was glitchy sometimes, but it was still a good Arkham game. And I even didn't mind having I think his name is Roger Craig or Craig Roger Smith as the voice as for Batman, as a younger Batman, young Bruce Batman. That was the one time I got off my high horse from Kevin Conroy. I was like, all right, you played a pretty decent young Batman. I want Kevin Conroy back, but you played a pretty decent one. Arkham Knight. I was so hyped for Arkham Knight. I got the PlayStation 4 version, the limited edition PlayStation 4. That's how hyped I was for Arkham Knight, and it lived up to the hype, except for the Batmobile. I hated the Batmobile battles. That was the biggest letdown for me. The Batmobile battle
wasn't that like half the game? That's why everybody hated it.
Yeah, a good portion of the game was the tank battles, a good portion of the game. And I didn't really like the game was beautiful and the Batmobile was cool and all, but the Batmobile is kind of what killed the game for me. It did win Game of the Year, but it did kill the game for me. But then I even played the portable games too. I played Arkham City, Lockdown, the side scroller, and Batman Origins Blackgate, Batman Underworld. I played the mobile game, Batman Origins. I played Batman Arkham VR. That was my very first VR game I played.
Good gracious.
I've gotten
Right.
like how y'all was talking about buying stuff out of I bought this game for Xbox, PC, and PlayStation.
Why?
All two get I play of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I got them all. I've platinum in all of them. Got everything in all of them. The only one that I haven't like multiply bought was Arkham Knight because again I like Origins over Arkham Knight, and then I also didn't like the fact that Jason Todd was Arkham Knight. They could have did anybody else, and I figured this out in like the first 2 minutes of the game, and I was very upset. But overall, the game was good. But like, if I had to pick a game, City is probably the pinnacle of the series. But like, yeah, I got like during when Arkham City came out. No, when Arkham Knight came out, I went to the midnight release party thing, and they had a trivia contest, and I blew people out the water with the trivia contest. I got a $50 gift card. I got a $75 PlayStation card thing, a T-shirt, and a poster.
Good gracious.
And the game over the trivia contest. So I had 2 copies of the game. I even bought the Arkham collection when that came out too, and played. These are games that I would play, even with my stuff data got deleted and everything. I would replay 1 and 2 again, so I can still have that again. Like I love the combat in the Arkham game. The Arkham cities is what Batman is supposed to be. To me, that's like when you play those games, you feel like Batman. I feel like Batman. Like straight up, I'm the Knight. I'll be running in. I'm the Knight. Just dropping people.
I need to play this with you. I need to see this.
Yeah, boy. When I play City and I was just roaming around, floating, gliding in the city around, and you would hear people talking, like some of the thugs. Like I remember I just be playing the game just to play a game. I was with one of my homeboys, and I was on where the movie theater is in Arkham City, and there were some thugs where the movie theater is, and this guy was just doing push-ups. He was just doing push-ups. He was minding his damn business. I came in, swooped in, beat the stuffing out of him, and swooped out. And he was minding his business, just doing push-ups. I beat the stuffing out of him, flew out. And then my homeboy was like, "Did you have to beat that guy up?" Like he was just minding his business. He was doing push-ups. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. I was like, "Yes, I had."
Yeah, you did. Of the night, yeah.
But it was so that game is so fun. Those games are my favorite game. And these were my this series in general was my number one until Spider-Man came. Which we can segue into our number ones, which I will go into. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero ever.
Let me get some popcorn for this speech.
My favorite. He is my favorite of all time. He's just hero in general. And this game, I probably dropped. Maybe if I gotta combine with the shirts, hats, the game system, the DLC, the costume I got, I probably dropped a cool $1,000 on this Spider-Man game.
My God!
Wow! Because I got the PlayStation 4, the Pro, the red one. I got that with the game. I'm probably gonna get the statue later down the road. I got all the DLC. I got the season pass. I got a couple of Spider-Man shirts of this. I got a hoodie. I have the costume, the Spider-Man costume for this game. Because at first I didn't like the costume. But it grew onto me. I was like, I really like this. So I got the costume. I got a face shield for the costume. At one point, I even had shoes, but I messed them up. Rest in peace, those shoes, those Spider-Man shoes. but I went crazy for this game. It was because for the longest time, my favorite Spider-Man game of all time was Edge of Tomorrow. Not Edge of Tomorrow, Edge of Time. And I like the story of that one because I like the cause and effect thing where when you played in the present and then you played in the future with the Spider-Man 2099 and then regular Spider-Man. And then they had Josh Keaton as Spider-Man, and then they brought back not the 80s Spider-Man or the 70s Spider-Man cartoon, but the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. Christopher forget his last name. Yeah. It will come to me, but he played Miguel, and he was the voice, and I was like, man, this feels just like I'm playing a Saturday morning cartoon. And I thought nothing was gonna be better because it also felt like the Arkham games too, the battle system. I was like, nothing's gonna be better than this until I play Insomniac games, and that game makes you, like Isaac said, it makes you feel like Spider-Man. Just web slinging alone. There's been times where I just turned on the game just to web sling. I didn't do anything or nothing. I was just web slinging throughout the city. The web slinging is so on point in this game. The battle system is so on point in this game. Yuri, the guy who plays Spider-Man, the voice of Spider-Man, is so good. He's also the voice of Ben 10, but he's so good. This game is just so good, and I'm so hyped for the second one. I can't wait until the second one comes out.
There's another one coming out?
Yeah, there is a second.
Oh yes,
second one coming out for the Spider-Man, the Insomniac game Spider. And I can't wait. And
just wait till that conversation, Noah.
Right. I hear another passionate speech about Spider-Man.
I even have the 6-issue comic book series of the Spider-Man based off the video game. I love this so much. And I haven't played video games in a minute. It's been a minute. But this is the one game that I was so hyped for the longest time until it came out. When I saw the trailer and everything, I was like, this is why I have to get a PlayStation 4. I have to get a PlayStation 4 for this game. Hands down.
You didn't have a PlayStation 4 until this game?
No, I had a PlayStation 4.
He's just saying for people who didn't have a PS4.
Oh. This is the reason why I get a PlayStation 4.
Okay. I got you. I miss.
The main reason why I got a PlayStation 4 was Batman Arkham Knight. That's the reason why I got a PlayStation 4. But originally, I had got it way back when Final Fantasy 14 crossed over. But that's neither here nor there. Spider-Man is my favorite, and my favorite suit, if anybody's wondering,
we're not.
Oh.
I am.
my favorite suit. I have 3 favorite suits that I normally put on.
How do you have more than one? Okay.
But besides the advanced suit, the default suit, the new suit, which actually grew on me. I actually like that suit. Is I forget what it's called, but I know it's called Spider-Man: The End, where it's from it's from. Where he has the leather jacket, the regular black pants, the boots, the gloves, and he just has a regular mask on without the thing. That costume looks so cool. That's another one of those costumes I want to cosplay in. But that's one I want to get that jacket. That jacket is so cool. But like it's one of those when he was an older Peter Parker. He and people knew he was Peter Parker because he would actually go sometimes without the mask, just beating up criminals and everything like that. He was a little bit more rugged too. He was a little bit more violent too. But that's my second favorite costume, and then the Far From Home suit I actually like. That's one of my favorite suits too. It would have been the 2099 suit. However, they did not put the cape on there. And I was like, this is not the 2099 suit because it does not have the cape.
Yep.
If they put the cape on there, hands down, I would have played on that one. A suit that they didn't put in the game that I wish they put on was Spider-Man Unlimited suit. That suit is so cool. The show wasn't all that good, but the suit is dope.
The suit was super cool, yeah.
But yeah, those are my favorite. I also have a soft spot for the comic book suit, where you're going around and when you punch, it does the comic book stuff and everything, and you can hear Spider-Man inner thoughts. He talks to himself and everything. I like the comic book suit, and I actually like the because I got really good in the combat. The boxer suit, I like that one. Where you're basically naked,
Really?
you got the boxers on. Yeah, I really like that one.
Oh yeah.
I really like that one, and because it reminds me of the Bagman suit, which I also like the Bagman suit, and the mouse. I wish the mouse suit was in here, but it's not. So that's another one of my favorite suits. But besides that one and what is it? The last suit, the suit he builds, the black and yellow one, he builds specifically to fight Doc Ock at the end of the game. I like that one too.
Oh yeah, the anti-Ock suit. Yeah.
I like some of the suits in the game because it looks so realistic. Some of them look weird to me or a little off-putting, like the Raimi suit. Like I personally don't care for the Raimi suit, but people were going crazy for the Raimi suit. The Raimi suit looks off to me. It looks weird. Also with both 2099 suits, they look more metallic, and they're not really metallic, but they look off to me. And then the fast suit, not the advanced suit, but the speed suit, that one looks kind of weird to me too.
The velocity suit.
Yeah, the velocity suit. That one looks kind of weird to me.
I'm literally looking at all of them right now.
That one looks weird to me, and I don't really like the punk suit at all. This is the Hobie Brown.
Sorry, Noah.
I'm sorry.
Are we done? You said you had one. You started your statement with my favorite suit is, and then continued to name 20.
I love the game, man. I told you.
You people in Spider-Man kill me.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite hero. He's the legit underdog, and I'm all about underdog. And I love the Spider. Okay, I'm done. I'll show you. Y'all can do your number.
God. Oh.
Spider-Man.
Isaac, go ahead.
No, I don't think I should go now because mine is gonna be pretty long too.
Go ahead, Noah. I know you can.
I don't have no passionate speech about mine. It's just my favorite.
You could go quick in a hurry.
Okay, I'm gonna guess I'll wing my passionate speech. My super amazing speech I have about my favorite game.
Final Fantasy VII.
Is you done? Is you done?
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm fine.
My favorite,
Go right ahead, Noah.
my favorite game of all time will be the Sega Genesis Phantasy Star 4. That's it. Let the fireworks go. Boom. Boom.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Play that game every year.
Every year.
Every year. I even think about different ways to challenge myself. So so easy.
Oh yeah, that's definitely your favorite game then.
Yeah, man. I love the art, the battle system. You know, that old turn base, the comic strips they have to tell the story.
Yeah, that was one of the JRPGs I never
Play,
got
yeah,
into.
I love it. The how it wraps up the whole original Fantasy Star saga. The first other 3 games. That's it. No passionate speech, guys. I'm sorry. I played this
You
game.
let us
You know,
down, Noah.
I actually this was one of the games where my mom would play too. It was one of those games she just
Wow.
liked. Yeah, it's one of those games she just liked, and she would play with me. I'll watch her play.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
There we go. There's the passionate part.
Boom, and I played it ever since. Now, my favorite. It has a great opening. It has great music.
That was more heartwarming than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's cool. That is pretty cool. Your parents got to play with you. The only game that I played with my parents, Wii Sports. Man, I played with my dad. We played bowling. I don't know why, man. This man was a beast in bowling game. I don't know how he was that good at bowling, at Wii bowling, and he was a beast at golf. I could never beat him at golf. Like, why? What am I doing wrong?
Like, I just love the art. Just the
Man, I'm looking at this figure though. I'm gonna have to drop $250 on this Advance Spider-Man.
I'm gonna post a thing in the chat so y'all can just see like how they do the cutscenes for the Sega game, for the Sega Genesis game.
Cause this is dope.
What do you mean the how they do the cutscenes?
It's like instead of like those
It's like a
and those
comic book.
old school games they did dialogue after dialogue. But for this one they had
I
like
see.
they had like these comic book strip scenes and it was dope. You could see the characters' expressions, what they really how they look, and it was dope. I enjoyed it.
That is a good art style. Coming from an artist, that's a really good art style.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, I played this on the Sega Genesis when I was like 4 or 5.
It reminds me of Xenogears. But yeah.
That's my number 1, Fantasy Star 4, the end of the millennium.
All right, Isaac. That's all you have to say?
Yeah, I'm done. I don't got no long speech. I'm sorry.
But there was still passion in that.
There was passion in there.
I like the tidbit about your mom. I didn't know your mom played that.
Yeah, man. It's one of those games she did play.
Makes her even cooler. Alright, Isaac.
All right, let me know if you can hear my hands when I clap them and rub them together. My favorite game of all time is Asura's Wrath on PS3.
Why am I not surprised?
I can't tell you how much I adore that game. And Noah, you said you play that one game every year, right?
Yeah.
I play Asura's Wrath 3 times a year.
Oh my God.
3 times a year. All the way through. I play all 4 chapters and the 2 lost episodes. All the way through. I love that game to death. And it's like, I think the best way I can put it, there's no decisions or anything in the game. It's got a very set story. But this game is to me what Heavy Rain is to Noah.
I got you.
Like, I cry at like literally everything. This was the first video game to make me cry because the protagonist was just he's a very simple dude. He's angry about something, and the people who get in his way, he's going to pound them into the ground to get back what he lost. And like by the end, when all is said and done, and he ends up sacrificing himself, I was bawling like a baby. So I was like, you didn't have to do all that. You could have lived, but no. He's like, the only way this was going to end was if I ended it, and ending it means I would end at the same time, and it's fine because my daughter is going to be fine. I was like, and I finished it. I finished it, and then I turned right back around and I started all of it over again.
It does have multiple endings.
They do?
Nope.
Yeah. No, don't they got like a second ending?
It's got like there's a
true ending and a bad ending?
there's when they first released the game, it only had 18 episodes. It's split up into episodes, so it feels like an interactive anime. Basically.
Yeah.
There's 18 episodes, and then at the end of the 18th one, it's got like a definitive ending, but then you can play through episode 18 again, and it's got the real ending to that episode, which leads to 4 more chapters that they released that has the actual ending of the game. I was like, okay, I'll buy them. I don't care how much it is, I'll buy it. I just want to see how this ends. And it ended, and I was like, it was almost immediate that game became my favorite. Just, like I said, I play it 3 times a year, and I've had it since.
You played on PlayStation or Xbox? Because I know it came on Xbox too.
I have it on PS3.
Okay.
I still have the same copy I bought when I was in high school. That game has never left my shelf. I've never like traded it in or anything. I was like, I'm keeping this until the day I will be buried with this game.
Oh my god!
If I have my way, I will be buried with this game. Yep.
They got
That's
payment
wrath.
plans?
What?
I was looking at these Hot Toys, because I was like, man, I gotta get the statue. But they got
Those Hot Toys are expensive.
Yeah.
And with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah. Y'all. Anybody got a clip?
I hate you so much.
No. Web swing.